Masturbation is not labeled sin. It's not even mentioned in the Bible, but it is a distortion, it's a deviation from God's will. I'm going to be talking about what masturbation is, what masturbation is not. God help me. So hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am elated. All right, is masturbation sin? What do you think? Well, in this video, I'm going to be talking about what masturbation is, what masturbation is not. God help me. And yeah, if it's sin and if it's not, its implications, health wise and spiritual wise, and God wise, yeah, for Christians and everybody at large. So I've seen the comment in one of my videos where I was talking about masturbation, how I struggled with masturbation, and the person making the comment was not very clear on what they really meant, because the punctuations and everything, it wasn't really clear. But from what I think the person was trying to say is that there's nothing wrong with masturbation. You can do it clean and go. First of all, what is masturbation? Masturbation, or self-pleasuring, can be defined as deriving sexual pleasure from oneself, either with the use or without the use of sexual tools. Now, how did masturbation come in? We may not know the first person to masturbate, because obviously that person would have not come out to say this was what he was doing. But masturbation obviously got its origin from sex. Now, what is sex? The dictionary will let you know that it's coming up together of two genitals. And if you read it more, you see that it takes at least two persons. At least two persons. Now, this is the secular meaning of sex. Now, what is sex? According to the one who created sex, sex is the joining of man and woman in the covenant of marriage. Now, when you read the Bible, because I know you're reading the Bible, when we read the Bible, we see when the Bible wants to say that a man had sex with his wife, to say, and Adam knew his wife. Now, what does it mean to know? It has to go beyond a mental knowledge. Of course, he knew his wife. He did not know how was he going to marry her, but it goes beyond a mental knowledge of. It means sexual knowledge, mental knowledge, soulish knowledge. Now, you see that the Bible says that the man and the woman become one. That means their souls become one. Their souls are joined. Their bodies are joined. So they become one. Now, back to our question. Is masturbation sin? Is masturbation not sin? Nowhere in the Bible is it written that masturbation is sin. But I can tell you that masturbation is a distortion from the initial plan God has. Not even initial, from the plan God has for sex. And everything that is not in line with God's will, we can term sin. So masturbation is not labeled sin. It's not even mentioned in the Bible, but it is a distortion, it's a deviation from God's will. So since it's a distortion from God's original plan, we should want to know, or we should consider what God's original plan is. That brings us to Romans chapter 12, verse 1. God's will, according to this Bible verse, is that we offer our bodies as living sacrifice to God. So now, if it's God's will for us to offer our bodies as living sacrifices, then we should know that we should take care of this body and not make it an abomination. What do I mean by that? When God still required animal sacrifices, you would not just bring any animal to him. Those animals had to be whole, to be clean, without a broken leg, without a non-functioning part. And most of the times, if it was lamb, you would bring the lamb into your house, anoint it before the sacrifice. So now that God requires our bodies as living sacrifices, then we have to be pure. We need to be pure and holy. We don't need to be functioning in a distortion of his plans. I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying. I really hope you are. So now for the question, is masturbation sin or not? I think the question we should be asking is, does what I'm doing please God? Does it please God? Does it please the one who created sex? Does it match the origin of why sex was created? Does it draw me closer to God? Does it make me whole? So now, what are the side effects of masturbation? When you go through the internet, you are going to see a lot of benefits of masturbation. And aside the many benefits which they claim, the side effects go down into the soul because you tend to want yourself. Meanwhile, sex in its entirety is you giving yourself to another person selflessly. When we read the Bible, when Apostle Paul was talking about sex, we're not meant to withhold our bodies from our husbands or wives, not boyfriends or girlfriends. But that's not where we're going to. So now masturbation makes you want to pleasure yourself. Now, even when you go into marriage where you are expected to or where you should give yourself selflessly to your spouse, you tend to seek yourself. Your mind wants to satisfy yourself, not the other person. So now you have completely defiled the reason for sex. You are now seeking yourself. You are not selflessly giving yourself to the other person. You are not one because sex is what makes man and woman one in marriage. Aside the many other things they do together. So, but now you are no more doing it. You are seeking yourself. So now you are even two. Pardon my sense of humor. So now you're even two in sex. It should be the coming together of one. So once again, is masturbation a sin? Is not the question. The question is, does masturbation please God? Does it bring you into the wholeness of God's plans for you? Think of it. Does it bring you into the fullness or the wholeness of God's plan for you? Whether you're doing it clean or dirty.